Hello viewers, Kubiyando Kith and Kin, I'm SB and welcome back to Strange Horticulture, where after letting this sort of like turn over in my head, sort of in the background for a couple of days, I remembered the thing that no doubt a bunch of you uh, recognized immediately, which is that we have a locked box here and no obvious way to get a key for it, but we do, in fact, have a horticultural solution to this problem. Is it clavilium? Yes, okay. We have a plant that can unlock any lock. And I just totally spaced on this. But I remembered the other day, so I don't exactly know how this works. Do you pick the lock with the stem, or do you just like rub the plant on the thing and... Uh-oh. Where on earth is my clavilium? I guess it got sorted out of position here. Did not mean to right click on that. Okay. Well, apparently the game says this should have been yellow tagged. It's checked off, but whatever. Yep. That sure does work. Follow the Dudden tributary to its source. Do I have the ability to follow stuff to its source right now? Okay, I do, even though that other thing is open already. The Dudden tributary to its source. Okay, River Dudden to here. Why did I come here? Because I received a note telling me to do that. Oh, the tributary off of the Dudden itself is not a tributary. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for that. In the interim, first is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fearbringer. Fourth to lift a curse. Last, a pedal to secure Black Blood's reverse. I wonder if they're positionally... Well, we had the swift... we had the ankle grabber in this position before. And I think it was marked as correct, so probably not, right? It probably doesn't matter where they get put. I am going to sort the clavilium over to where it's supposed to be, somewhere around here. Alright. We know these plants. We know at least some of these plants. Excuse me. Just seeing things that can produce pollen apparently is enough to set me off. Wait, what was the name of the ankle grabber? Was it not Swift Snare? But I don't have... A bunch of stuff probably got screwed up because I was dragging things around, trying things in the okay. We have Swift Snare, it's just not yellow tagged. Okay. The corpse's friend, a reminder. We definitely have a plant that has a the common name corpse's friend. I remember this. Alright, hold on, let's tributary off the River Dudden. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is, growing in abundance. Okay. Whatever this is, it's probably important to this mixture. So let's really quickly here... We'll go back to solving these clues in a minute. Really quickly, let's go through and try to figure out what this might be. Somewhat damp smell with dark red flowers. Yeah, that doesn't really seem like it. It's not carnivorous taurin. I think we know what carnivorous taurin looks like. We have a plant that we are pretty sure is Devil's Nightcap, if I'm not mistaken. This is not Evulum. So I'm assuming this is going to be one of the 5, right? Average, we have pretty blue flowers. Could we be looking at a... No, I don't think... No, this is definitely not the Lyle of Neptune. Lesser Meridoc, smaller yellow florets. I don't think so. I think also we have, we have a red tag for Lesser Meridoc. It's not Miektu. It's certainly not Pennybell. Also, did we have a guess for Pennybell? Maybe not, but we certainly don't. This is not it. Priddle, absolutely not. What if I don't have an entry for this thing? We think we know what the story is. It sure ain't Swift Snare. It's not Tomb. It's not going to be a Twilight Lepiota. Could be Widow's Woe. Right? The leaves are constructed that way. Dainty dark flowers grow from a bed of long thin leaves. The flowers are both visibly dark and described as dark. Somewhat damp smell. Yeah, I think that's what we got here. I think we got Widow's Woe. And we don't think anything else is Widow's Woe. And there aren't any other pages. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Nope. Close you. Throw this in here. Everything's a letter. Okay, so. From the description of Widow's Woe... The Fearbringer. Okay, so we would expect this to be one of them. Corpse's friend, fourth to lift a curse, last a pedal to secure black blood's reverse. Alright, let's just start at one end and work toward the other end. Makes you worry less. Easing symptoms of infection. Secure black blood's reverse. I suppose that could symptom of infection. That's very vague. That'd be a very abstract way of expressing that. Corpse's friend, lift a curse, insect repellent. Yeah, it makes you feel better if you've overdrunk. Insect bites and stings. The Wandering Bew. We don't know anything about it except that it likes to move around and screw up my ordering. A foul smell. Gloom and despair and dark magic. Not really the sort of thing we're looking for here. The Corpse's friend, it's definitely just going to say Corpse's friend in the text. I remember that one of the plants says that. I just can't remember what. Deter unwanted souls. That's not what we're looking for. Just poison, poison. Improving hearing. Relieving pain. Memory recovery. This one just brings good fortune. This is just for releasing the bind of a Swift Snare. Good plant to have around if you also have some Swift Snare around, just in case. Wren just smells funny. Okay, this thing just powers magical looking glasses. Priddle is only used to make dyes. Hallucinogen. Filters toxins from the air. Secure black blood's reverse. Hello Glow lets you pass unnoticed. Pretty plant that'll give you sores. Ensure trust. Helps prevent the mind from wandering. We have a lot of useful plants in here. Aha! Witch's Remedy. The long veracund is believed to lift curses. Darn it. I keep twitching and I'm right-clicking with my, There we go. Fourth to lift a curse. Paralyzing agents. Force a person to tell the truth. Drain a person's mental faculties. Curing afflictions of the heart. This one will stab you. It's not really a use in the classical sense. Aids with memory deterioration. This will help you find somebody. Pain relief. Okay, memory loss. Giving you a long and blessed life seems like an awfully powerful thing for a flower to be able to do. Apparently this one screams. That's fun. Gray Sandfire can brush your teeth for you. Glowhorn just glows. That's all it does. Do not drink the sap of the gilded dendra. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra's miasma. That's right, and there's another plant that serves as an antidote. So it's the antidote to the gilded dendra, is the petals to secure black blood's reverse. I don't remember what that plant is. Digestive troubles. Sleeping aid. Contract of friendship. Energy boost. Super strength, as long as you don't eat very much of it. Improves eyesight at night. Rejuvenates your bones. A sanctuary flower. Here we go. Elderfinium. So the Elderfinium. There it is. Okay, I had just pulled it out of position accidentally. That will secure Black Blood's reverse. And then we just gotta find our old corpse's friend, the Devil's Nightcap. I think that's right. 4 out of 5. Damn it. What did I screw up? Swift Snare. Binder, the ankle grinder, ankle grabber. Okay, that's right. Third is the Fearbringer. We have this marked as Widow's Woe. Maybe the thing I'm thinking is maybe I'm wrong about the identity of one of these plants. I think the 5 plants as we've identified them are correct. Like it's gotta be Widow's Woe. But is there another plant that could be Widow's Woe? These are not dainty dark flowers. Nor are these, and also that's definitely Haverage. Okay, so that part's right. The Devil's Nightcap. I mean, it says Corpse's Friend, as clear as day. I mean, we can figure out which one's wrong, right? We can force the game to tell us at gunpoint, essentially. Let's grab a plant that we know is not part of it. Winter boar, right? Winter boar is just some kind of innocuous garbage. Yeah, it's an insect repellent. Definitely doesn't matter. This is going to tell us 3, right? Yeah. So that devil's nightcap was absolutely correct. We know you're correct because of the trial and error we did yesterday. Three, okay, so that one's right. The long vericund. Yeah, 4th to lift a curse. Can I pet Hellebore? No, I'm not allowed to pet Hellebore right now. I guess we're not actually at the shop. I was just thinking, you know, that would soothe my dread somewhat to pet my kitty. I just need my rising dread to go down a little bit. It would be very convenient to me if I didn't experience a mind break right here. Okay. 3. So this is also right. It's the Elderfinium that's wrong. A petal to secure black blood's reverse. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendros miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black. Did I misidentify? Like, is this not Elderfinium? I'm wondering if that's what's going on here. Because if I marked the wrong plant as Elderfinium, I don't think I did. Yeah, an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's Scepter. Strong, sweet aroma. Yeah, sweet smelling flowers. Huh. That said 3. So the Swift Snare is wrong? But the Swift Snare is the one that we know was right from yesterday. Okay, hold on a second. I mean, the Swift Snare... We were explicitly told by someone that the Swift Snare was part of it, but I guess maybe I didn't check the allegiance of that person. Yeah, they just suggested. Who says they even know? Okay. And maybe they misidentified the plant or something. Oh, it's interesting that this time it didn't put me right back at the circle. Although it did the last 2 times we had to do that, right? That's weird. Anyway. So long vericund, Devil's Nightcap. Corpse's Friend. The Elderfinium is right. The Swift Snare, perhaps not. And the Widow's Woe is the one I'm missing right now. Where did I put my Widow's Woe? Third is the Fearbringer. This is going to tell me 4? Indeed, so it was the Swift Snare. Or what I had marked as Swift Snare. That was wrong. Okay. Swift Snare has small, heart-shaped leaves. Which this objectively does. But also, I guess, there must be another one. I mean, this plant is pretty... This plant is relatively swift. And the leaves do look right. And you can see how this would entangle someone. Maybe the trick here is that these are not supposed to be quote-unquote small leaves. That's a little tricksy on the game's part, but yeah, okay, that is in fact what it was. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning round, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly toward us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. Yo, that's... okay. Concerning. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... Ah! And then, of course, it rips her in half. The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything toward her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange, jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine toward the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Sure seems like we unearthed an ancient laser cannon. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Gee, it's a good thing I gave her that thing to help her with her focus. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people who have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. And as for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of strange horticulture, of course with hellebore for company. It's quieter around here, but I am content that there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Ending 2, Elderfinium. So, Reuben Ward, the investigator, attempting to reconnect with his daughter, who is alive. Good news for us. Verona Green also survives and regularly visits us from advice. We have become firm friends. Ennis Aylford, the cultist, is in hiding. He has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rydal Cave once again. Forrest Vare, I feel very bad about this whole situation. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. Bethany Coleman, sadly killed by the servant. Faye Swift, the psychic, alive, has not dreamed of the servant since he performed the ritual. That's excellent news. Thea Ward, the woman in the jade mask, is ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death. It is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. And sadly, Isidore Burbage is alive, currently pursuing legal action against my shop. Did I have an opportunity to poison him? I bet I did. I perhaps should have. And so it seems the game was substantially made by 2 people, which is pretty impressive, really. I thought this was super rad. I really, really enjoyed this. I'm a little surprised that we ended the game with quite so many plants still unidentified. Making sure we actually see the credits. These are the credits for the publisher listed. No offense meant, but earlier. Okay, and then they let you keep playing to identify the rest of them. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Ravenglass? Is that that's a city, right? Probably? Ravenglass? Yeah. I am met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. Now, you won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of the wood, I remember that much. Now, we must have been heading west, because I could feel the sun on my face, and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. As I turn to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this. The Elixir of the Black Veil. No seed will grow that does not wither, no water will languish upon the river, no man will last forever hale, we all will wear the blackened veil. Leaf of Storian, dark flower of tomb, stench of twilight." And he wrote down the directions. Alright, well, let me put this down for a second. So, saving the world took a lot out of me, apparently. Nope, not that. Don't care about that anymore. I mean, not that I, you know what I mean. Don't care is strong. Okay. So Ravenglass. They were heading west into a wood. They crossed 2 rivers, then followed a river for a while. Could hear it to my left as we traveled. So I mean, here's a place where you could cross two rivers, then follow the river for a while. I mean, like here, right? And then followed a river for a while, so they follow this to keep it on their left, and they end up alongside this forest. I'd feel a little bit better if it felt like there really aren't any rivers that are running just east-west for much time. Because what I'm thinking is, like, this is an area where you could be traveling west while keeping a river to your left, right? But you wouldn't be moving into a forest. You'd be moving out of a forest. I guess it's the case, like, just this stretch right here as well. So this square seems... The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Okay, apparently I'd found a flower there already. Maybe it's a different square of that wood. It could be like this one as well. So if they're traveling west and it's on the edge of the wood, then, you know, it's going to be on the east side of a forest somewhere. I guess here's a place where you could travel west along a river, but there's no two rivers to cross to get here while traveling west. Must have been heading west. I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed two rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I mean, yeah, this doesn't seem... It doesn't seem impossible that they crossed here and then followed this river for a while and we're moving west. I don't know. That seems like the right place, honestly. All right, what about this? We have another dream card here. Do I still get customers? Simone. That's good to see you, Hellebore. It's been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? What a cutie. I must admit, I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. Yeah, eventually. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with the Moonlight Flower, Bella Nox. Moonlight Flower, Bella Nox. That is not a thing I have a page for, friend. All right, you hold on a second. All right, so circles for towns, triangle for mountain. Right, where does this arrangement exist? So I guess the first thing we're looking for is two circles that are this close together, that are diagonally adjacent. These two? These two... None of them have a mountain in the right place, though. I mean, I guess a thing I should also think is that, like, we don't know for sure that this is the actual orientation that these things are supposed to be in. Oh, wait. Here we go. Onside and meat hop. And then, yeah, up 2 left, 1 to get Whitbarrow. So it's here, 1, 2. The sun is low in the sky. I am tired after a long day. I have earned this reward. It's some kind of blue flower. Oh, actually, that one does look like one of the pictures in our book, doesn't it? Also, I should go ahead and untag this thing. And then actually... we used the sour bandy for something, didn't we? Is that not a confirmed one? Yeah, no, it totally is. Okay. I would have to rearrange the shelves and stuff. I don't think I'm going to do that at this point. Yeah, because obviously this is the last episode of the series. And I don't know for sure even that I want to finish identifying the plants here on camera, but I do feel like I should at least figure this out. All right, let's make this elixir real quick while we're sitting here. The elixir of the black veil. So, leaf of Storian, dark flower of the tomb, stench of the twilight. The twilight lepiota, one assumes. Okay. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. It smells real bad, and also it's got leaves like this. I don't know if we have anything that really looks like it has leaves like that. Maybe? The smell it gives off is quite unpleasant. Well, they have sort of a central crease. You know, it's close. I don't know if we are going to need this to find the black veil or what. It's dark. That's promising. It's probably supposed to be. And the elixir recipe checked off, so I think that's probably confirmation. But only probably. Okay, so... let's take another close look at this. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. I'm going to check the other square here that could theoretically be the edge of a wood you would enter from the west. Nope, okay. I figured that river was wrong after we failed the first time, but worth making sure every space was checked. So... crossed two rivers, then followed a river, presumably the second river, while traveling west. I guess we only know they were traveling west at the end of that. So, like, where does a river go west into a forest? This probably doesn't count as a forest, this little cups of trees here. And anyway, you'd be on the wrong side. You'd be heading east if the river was on your left. I mean, the low wood here, it doesn't feel right. You couldn't be traveling along the river and heading west. into the forest. But that's true of everywhere, it seems like. I don't see a single place. Okay, I was curious enough about this to just look it up because, you know, we're sort of post-game anyway. And apparently it's supposed to lead you to approximately like this square, because you're supposed to read these directions as how he remembers leaving the Monastery of the Black Veil, not as how he remembers getting there. Which seems like a very strange way to instruct somebody else on how to reach a place. And also, I went back and watched the footage from earlier in the episode just to make sure I hadn't missed it. Like, he doesn't say that's what he's doing. There's no reason to interpret them in that way. You just have to, I don't know, intuitively decide that he's giving you directions in the exact opposite of the way that everyone has given you directions for the entirety of your life. I don't feel like that one's on me, frankly. But so if you interpret these backwards, if you interpret these as how I got away from the Black Veil Monastery, then, crossed 2 rivers and then stuck to the second river on the left, I guess it makes sense. The idea is that you're supposed to interpret they left me here in Ravenglass as a step in the directions rather than just the reason that I'm here now talking to you, which I don't think is necessarily intuitive. It seems pretty clear to me that, like, this is the part where these are the directions, and then this is the part where he was saying after they kicked me out, this is why I'm, because right, it was part of a longer piece of dialogue originally. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So this is the place I think that we are supposed to click on. Indeed. Okay. 3 figures, their faces hidden behind black coverings, come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the horticulturist. Then the one in the center of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. Well, okay. An elixir of the Black Veil is what you want. I'm reasonably sure I have one of those. Indeed. The third member of the trio accepts the elixir, and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later, they return with a stack of parchment. I wonder if this is going to be all of the remaining entries. All right, we'll go look at those in turn here. And that's that checked off. I suppose we can yellow tag these things, but at this point, I don't know. What did I use in the creation of that elixir? Because all of that stuff is now verified, right? But I don't know where the, whatever. I mean, it doesn't super matter. Here we are. The Historian, and the tomb is also yellow, as is the Twilight Lepiota, which got away a little bit. Sometimes things just move, you know? I have shut the game down between the beginning of this episode and this. I'm recording this like an hour later, so that's probably got something to do with it. Okay. So she's going to show up and ask us for the Bella Nox, and we are going to actually have that page in our book now. And I'm curious if there will be anything, any reward to this aside from her going, okay, yeah, now you know what that plant is. So, the Moonlight Flower, dark, mysterious, and beautiful, has enchanted people for centuries. It is thought to send people mad with obsessive desire, seductively luring them to their deaths like a siren's call. So it's got these tiny little 4-petaled flowers. I could see a plant of this color being called the Moonlight Flower. It does say dark. Yeah? I thought so. Plants identified, 63. Oh, okay, we're just going to rapid fire them. Well, shit, maybe we are going to finish this on camera here. The spring wax cap. That is a mushroom, and I think I've got it. Oh, maybe I haven't got it marked. Okay, well, I don't have all that many unmarked mushrooms at this point. She's potentially going to give us hints, although I guess this one did say mushroom already in the thing. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal things. This does have waxy caps. It does match the picture. Easy enough. Haverage. Some romantic soul once gave me a stem of Haverage. I think I offended the poor boy when I gagged on the scent. He took it as a bad omen. Well, it can be overpowering. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss, thanks, she says, asking me to hand her the Fool's Midnight. Seems like sort of an odd thing to say in this situation. I see. Used by some as an aphrodisiac, which is what she was making reference to, though the potent sulfuric aroma is enough to put off most. This dark mushroom has a fleshy underbelly said to have a unique sharp taste to those brave enough to try it. Oh yeah, waxy whatever. Obviously it doesn't matter at this point anymore. I just want to have tags on the ones that I've tagged. Well, I mean, this has got to be it, right? We don't have any other mushrooms. It is dark in color. Potent sulfuric aroma. Yep, okay. Smells rotten. Good enough for me. Demel sounds nice. Demel, I think, must be a new page, right? I don't remember seeing that before. Unremarkable flower related to the common thistle. Its leaves are occasionally brewed into a tea that is used to calm anxiety. Looks a lot like this one, right? Yeah, it's got sort of a bland smell, so there's no smell to remark on. Easy enough. She simply doesn't know anything about Lesser Meridoc. But let me tell you a thing or two about the old Lesser Meridoc. It says here that Umbrella smells of strawberries. There are so many conflicting aromas in this shop, I can't pick it out. Yeah, I bet that would actually be kind of a pain. Long rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. Okay. Sharp and citric. But there's another plant that we have where the middle bit looks like this, another illustration. And I can't remember exactly what it is. But do we have anything where the flower looks a little bit more like that? Maybe not. I don't have the umbrella tagged as anything. We got a bunch of plants all at once. Okay, I didn't accidentally put them over here. Okay, so umbrella. Let's try to just shove everything that has yellow tags on it over to this side now because we don't need these anymore. Try to just get this stuff out of our way so that we can focus on most easily the things that we have left. You're yellow tagged. Okay. The very few remaining plants. Is this 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 12 plants, actually. So one of these is already identified. Actually, sorry, that's a 68. Only 9 plants should be unidentified at this point. Well, whatever. So it sure does not look like... Oh, here we go. Sweet scent. I was going to say, it doesn't look like we have anything where the flower looks more like this image than the blue thing. And I would argue that this flower does not extremely look like the image in terms of the petal arrangement, but the pollinating bits in the middle are certainly similar, and it's got the smell. So I think that is our huckleberry there. umbrella. You've never even heard of uvulum. Poor dear. That's I typed the back half of uvulum because I was saying it. Evulum. That'll be this one. And even on the ones where we never needed to pull them past the red tag stage, I think it was useful to have them tagged because it meant that, you know, they were out of consideration for other things. And Penny Bell. Let's see. Right. The one with the leaves. Well, did I ever untag? Yeah, this one. This could be Penny Bell. The leaves aren't quite the same. They don't have the same number of creases. But they're the same general shape. Nothing else is particularly close. I suppose this is sort of close. These have this like little teardrop bit at the end though, where the Penny Bell leaves come to a sharper point. And these ones do look like bells. Turns out to be worth a little something. I wonder if you jam too many things onto one of the shelves, I wonder if something will get pushed off. My mother often uses burdock leaves in her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. I don't know that that's what opposes superstition, frankly. Superstitious folk won't allow burdock into their homes, as it is believed to bring bad luck, but it's delicious, and its leaves look kind of like this. We were told at the beginning of the game not to like pay too close attention to the art, but many of these would be literally unidentifiable if not for the art. Poliscus, another herbal remedy for sore throats that doesn't work. There probably are a lot of those in sort of like folk medicines, because just like chewing on a thing and generating saliva can help to make your throat less sore, if the soreness was at all motivated by dehydration. So I could see that being a common thing. Poliscus. So it does flower, and it's got these sort of long, slender leaves. It really could be either of these, I think. But again, I believe this one is already attested in some way. Oh, I didn't mark you, but you're the swift snare. That's one of the problems. One of the reasons that the number of plants down here doesn't match the number of things. There's still... We must have... We must have gotten connection on some of those already. Okay, so... It's going to be one of these two, for sure. Flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. Long, thin leaves, quite rigid. Well, these ones do stand up better. Hold on a second. We don't have very many, things unsorted. Okay, yeah, this. I think this is Lyle of Neptune, based on that. So even though these leaves do match that art better, I'm going to try this. Okay. Yeah, I knew I recognized that. It looks very familiar, right? Then she asked for Lyle of Neptune right away while we've still got the thing open, so we may as well. And here we have some Poliscus. Who am I doing this for at this point? The tags? Nobody. Nobody, really. Okay, Mikdu. Did we ever... No, we never really did figure out the Mikdu. We certainly looked at the entry enough times. It's got to be you, right? At this point, this is the only flower left that looks like the right thing. Many smaller florets. Touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores, which I guess I just never did. That's so weird, because there are a bunch of plants that when you pick when you do the examine on them, the closer inspection, it tells you about how they make your hands feel weird. But then the one plant in here that's like, hey, if you touch it, it's going to make your hands feel weird. There's no indication in the closer inspection at all. That again feels like maybe the game not playing maximally fairly, but fine. I guess we just didn't touch this one. Carnivorous Tauren, probably the only one that looks like it could be carnivorous. Hey, what a surprise. Prittle is next. What know we about Prittle? Okay, so it's a very rare plant. I mean, the only thing we have left that has a flower at all is this one. Well, that seems to be all of them. You know, I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturalist. Horticulturist is the letters that are there. We are good and properly closed. This one's Prittle. What are these ones? I don't know. Presumably at some point we tagged them, or maybe we just have 79 plants here. I don't know. I am not interested in counting them. I will not be doing that. Scritch Hellebore one more time for good luck, and then I guess what happens when we end the day? Okay. It kicks us back to the main menu. Fair enough. It's like, for real, it's over. Go home. Well, then I guess that's going to be it for us for today and for the series, of course. Strange Horticulture. This game rules. I like it very, very much. I think in the end, it doesn't actually compare with Potion Craft all that much. They're doing very, very different things. But I will say I like this one better, arbitrarily. Apples and oranges, turns out I like oranges. When y'all come back next time, in the next break in the Pentiment schedule, there's going to be something else in this slot, and to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't even decided what it is. So come back next time for a surprise to everyone, and we'll see you then.